That's okay. That's going to be the mood for today.
Yeah. It's gonna be shot like American Horror Story, like on a slight angle.
It starts slowly tilting to.
Ew. Do you want to introduce yourself?
I think I shan't. I'm just kidding. Hey, what's up? My name is Sophie. I'm a girlfriend. I like to laugh. I like to smile. And I'm pleased to be here today.
Do you have anything you'd like to plug? You're just starting?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Instagram, social media.
Follow me on Instagram. It's like my whole entire American name. Don't have any other name. My Hebrew name's not that. Sophie bar stringer, all one word, bars, 2 R's. Or follow me on Twitter at Sophie B Online. And most importantly, subscribe to Temple Smash on YouTube. Not just for me, but for the jokers and the laughers who make sketches.
Yes. I'll put it in the description below.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
Check it out.
So, we talk a lot about you on this podcast, but you've never actually been on the podcast.
What do you guys say about me?
We talk a lot of shit.
Why?
I was joking.
Oh, yeah. Her.
She's
My
just-
best friend.
Oh, the fun. Oh, I hate that girl. She's the funniest bitch I know. I hate her.
She's just too funny.
So
Too nice.
visibly, clockably.
Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, like where you're from, why you went here?
To Temple?
Yeah.
I will not be plugging them, but I will tell. But I will tell you that I'm from just outside of DC, in Maryland, Silver Spring. Actually, the song "Silver Springs" by Fleetwood Mac, she named it after our town because they were like, she was writing the song while they were on tour, and they drove through, and she didn't stop or anything. She's never been to my town, my city, or anything, but she was like, that's a beautiful name, and that's why it's called that randomly. So that's awesome about my hometown. And I have a little brother, and I have 2 parents. My parents are not divorced. Let me just say that.
That was my next question.
They're not divorced, but my dad wishes that they were.
Awesome.
Also study theater.
Yeah,
About to graduate.
that's how me and Sophie met. We met doing.
Why do you like doing theater?
I don't do I like it? Well, I love attention. I love to perform, but also I just think that storytelling is the most fun thing you could ever do. Because I don't just act; I also write a lot. Write sketches, write comedy and scripts and stuff like that. So I just feel like writing stories and writing and performing stories is the most fun job you could ever have. And I just like the team building aspect of it. I feel like when you're in a play or a show, whatever it is, everyone you're with is trauma bonded by the amount of hours and exhaustion that you guys have put in. So by the end of it, I just love forming those friendships. I think it's very fulfilling to the soul.
Awesome.
So why do you like film? Do you even like it anymore at this point?
No.
'Cause I'm starting to hate theater.
Yeah, I'm starting to realize how tedious it's going to be. I guess I was prepared for how tedious editing is and filmmaking is in general. But
Low-key blows. It can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I literally last night I went to bed, but before that I was up for 41 straight hours because on my laptop I had 15 hours of screen time for one day, and I had 9 hours of screen time before 10 in the morning and stuff because I was editing all night. So I'm starting to be really tedious.
What were you editing for?
Cinema.
And now what's that?
Cinema is my thesis film that I'm editing. Shout out to Josh Free because
It's the Kings.
yes.
What's if you had to do a 1 to 2 sentence tagline, what is it about? What would you say the tagline is if you had to promote it? So I don't even know. I just know that our good friend and friend of the show, Max Yella, will be starring. That's all I know.
I'm always bad at this. I probably shouldn't be doing this, or shouldn't. I would always fail at 1 to 2 sentences. I would come up with the wildest thing, but I would say it's.
You're a man of many words.
Racist bully who. Racist. No.
and it's your film. Now tell me why this subject matter interests you.
Wait. Okay. Kid who's struggling with a racist bully, unemotionably available father, and wanting to express his artistic values through poetry.
Whoa. Okay, there you go.
Okay.
That was actually pretty good.
That was actually pretty good.
Story of a young man, struggling young man.
Yes,
Struggling
yes.
artist.
Yes.
Interesting.
Through high school.
Ooh. Oh, okay. So it's like over time.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Second question. This might be too late for me to ask it since we've been filming for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
But do you guys look right into the camera?
Sometimes, but sometimes not.
Yeah.
Because I definitely have.
Would you say that we get more views on like a listening platform or on YouTube? I would say YouTube, low-key.
Yeah, I've been forgetting to post it to Spotify.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, yeah.
before that, it was YouTube. Because I think the first like 10, 15 episodes are on Spotify.
Mm-hmm.
I would say YouTube and stuff.
Sorry, she keeps trying to talk to me while you're speaking.
I'm not trying to talk to you. Why would I want to talk to you?
Me and Sophie break up. And
one more thing. And another
You're
thing.
just like your father.
He's a good man. Keep his name out of your mouth.
Guys,
Just because my parents aren't divorced yet.
I either want you guys to break up or get married by the end of this podcast.
Oh my god, that's like
either or.
two humongous stakes.
We'll see where the night takes us.
We'll see the night takes us.
I have a question. If this is too personable, you don't have to answer, but why do you think your parents should be divorced?
Okay. No, so I do and I don't. I think that in a way they're perfect for each other, but in a different way it's like, oh my god. Like, I don't know. I think they're just very crazy and confrontational, and I think sometimes their lifestyles are a little different. But I also low-key don't know what they would do without each. My dad is very, very, type B. He's very much like me, type B, ADHD king, just wants to have a good time in life, because I think he also, has... I feel like I do the same thing, where, I also have, struggle with mental health sometimes, so, we just, I think I share that with my dad, that, if I can have, all I want, I'm just trying to have a good time. I'm just trying my best to, laugh and have a good time, and... he's very type B and my mom's very type A, needs a plan, needs it to be organized, very confrontational, very blunt. But at the same time, it's who would do the bills if they weren't together? My dad wouldn't, he doesn't know. But at the same time, it's who would, do any of the chores? My mom's not. My dad is low-key a chore king. Oh. Yeah, he's the one who's doing the dishes and stuff, and then my mom does the finances and stuff like that. So they're actually really a feminist couple if you think about it, but no, I just love to say that my dad wishes he left. But he doesn't. Do you have more information for me?
No.
Oh, okay. Did he tell you something?
He pulled you aside. It was
listen.
Wow.
I hate my family. I have a second secret family that you guys don't know about.
Tell us more about your brother.
My brother is so cute. He's about to graduate high school. I think he decided that he wants to go to St. Mary's College of Maryland. He doesn't know what he wants to study yet. He's so cute. He's he just was in his first play ever. He doesn't really do many extracurriculars like that, but he randomly his senior year was I'm gonna be in Chicago, and and so he just closed that, and he had so much fun. He loves gaming. He loves Minecraft. Actually, he loves Pokemon, and I don't even know what he likes. He likes Animal Crossing.
Mm.
Okay.
And he likes to make art. He's a really good artist. He loves drawing. And we just love him. We love him more than anyone. It's true.
It's true.
What would you say? How do you feel about Maddie if you had to
I
describe
love Maddie.
How would you describe him?
He's very creative. He's very
overstimulated.
No, I wouldn't say that. I would say that whatever he puts his mind to, he gets done. And when he's passionate about something, he's all in.
Yeah, he is.
Kind of like somebody else.
Kind of like me.
But if he doesn't want to do something, he's not going to do it.
If he doesn't want to do something, he will not be doing it. Like, if you don't know how to, like,
also, like somebody else.
No, but I'm getting a little worried because my brother and I are both probably somewhere on the spectrum, for sure.
Wait, do you want this on the podcast?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think that I'm more like independent. I'm definitely more independent, like self-sufficient. Because I started like, working when I was like 15.
Mm-hmm.
And like going not sleepaway camps, but I would go to like these like away from home camps, and I would go to like I would just go out with my friends and like I don't know. I'm just like I'm interested to see how he will like go to college and how he will change, because he's never like been away from home for more than like 4 or 5 days, and he's never had a job that he has done like volunteer work like as a job, but he's never had like a you clock in and you clock out job. So that's something I'm like, well, it's time to start. Better no time better than the present.
Yes. Never too late to start working.
I'm just interested to see how he matures and grows up. It's gonna be cute.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think my sister was in a pretty similar boat. I mean, she had jobs prior to going, but like, that was gonna be the longest time she was away from home. My sister, like, prior to going to college, was not a very social butterfly, and I think that college like really just helped her become who she was a little bit.
That's what I'm hoping. But I also know that it can also be the opposite. If you're not someone who like goes out of your way to try to meet new people, when you first get there, it can be kind of isolating. So I'm just worried about that. But I also am like, I think I'm just. It's hard like when you like grow up with someone you kind of like help raise, because I feel like I helped raise my brother in a way. Like, felt like him and I had like this bond that like, sometimes my parents didn't really totally understand how to deal with certain things about him, and I felt like him and I always had like an allyship, So I worry about him so much, but I think part of that is just like I need to let it go. You know what I mean? Like, he's growing up. I gotta let it go.
Do you think your sister did that with you?
Well,
do you have a sister?
Caleb's the younger sibling.
Just one sibling?
Yeah, just one sibling, and she's my half sister. And the thing is that she's like 9 years older than me, so like we didn't spend like too much time together, just because of like the age gap and stuff. And like when I was just starting to be able to like hang out with her, she was like 18, or like when we like started to hang out and stuff, she was like 18 and started to like do other things with her friends and go to college and stuff. But like she always taught me to like work hard. I kind of like followed that lead, because she was like, every time she came back from like college and stuff, she was like, yeah, I was doing this, I was doing like photography like for the mayor and stuff. Of like
circle back for the mayor.
Yeah,
Shawty's a girl boss.
Really?
And she's working at one of the top floors of Comcast now for marketing and stuff, and she gets like free cable and everything.
Shout out to our podcast with Sarah.
Yes.
Like Universal, like Comcast Universal.
Yeah.
Same company my dad works for, technically.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, what does your dad do?
My dad's job is cool. My dad is a news cameraman for CNBC DC.
Ooh.
So like a lot of you probably have seen like his stuff if you ever watch CNBC News. He's probably filming it if they're in DC. There's like a 1/3 chance that he's filming it. So, but yeah,
awesome.
Yeah.
And then I just like observed her, because like she was like a troubled child growing up, and then she did like a 180 flip and stuff, and I was just like, alright, I'm going to do everything that you do, but I just simply won't get caught. And
and has it worked out?
It worked. Like I used to do shit behind my like parents like back all the time, and I just like did the opposite of what my sister did, because like she was so dumb growing up. Like she would leave the door wide open. She would like be so noisy leaving the house and stuff, and I was like, okay, I'll just do the opposite of that and like sneak out and stuff. But yeah.
I was not the troubled child.
I was in the middle, but I was not sneaky at all, and I thought I was like, I'm being so sneaky. My mom was like, you're so dumb.
Did you guys ever sneak out of the house as a kid?
I think I only snuck out like, I don't think I ever snuck out, but I think I like left and completely lied about where I was.
Yeah.
And that was like me sneaking out. I'm gonna go sleep over at my friend Maeve's house. I'll be over. I'll see you tomorrow. Party. You know.
Yeah.
but it wasn't often. Like, I wasn't really invited to a lot of stuff. So only happened like 3 times.
I was so scared to break the rules. I don't really think I like ever did anything crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't really go to drinking parties when I was in high school.
Oh, I was invited to like 2, ever. Like, it wasn't. Yeah.
I never went to any parties in high school though, but I threw like my dad like left. He doesn't know about this, so if he ever watches it, but like it was my first time drinking and stuff, so I like invited like 10 people over.
Damn.
And we like drank at my house and stuff, and I got like wasted because I didn't know my limits.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I had like 9 beers in 2 hours because I was just like
9 beers in 2 hours?
I was like, alright, I could like.
It
do
don't
whatever.
even taste that good, Ma.
It was my first time drinking. It was whatever I could get my hands on.
It doesn't even taste good.
Yeah.
That's so.
I love beer though, but not that.
You were
type of
never
beer.
caught?
Huh?
You were never caught for that?
No, because like we
Yeah.
cleaned that shit up afterwards. We like drank like 224 like cases of like Miller High Life or something.
Awesome.
Because like it was the cheapest and like that's just what we could get our hands on.
But you know, Miller High Life is good to this day. If you want a cheap, light beer, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Corona Doop.
Corona Doop, Corona Doop.
Because Corona's always more expensive.
The first time I ever drank, I was immediately caught. And this is what I mean by I was stupid as like, I was so dumb. You know her. It was with, did I tell you the story about me drinking with Alex?
No.
So, like, she's, like, still, like, my best friend to this day. Like, been besties since we were, like, in kindergarten. Sometimes we, like, you know, it's, like, long-distance best friends. Like, you don't talk to them for a while, and it's, like, no time has passed, and you guys can... So, she had already started kind of drinking with friends, and I was, like, a little bit more like you. I'm scared, and I'm not really getting invited to events, and I don't know if I was invited, if I would go. Like, I'm not really into drinking yet, whatever, but I want to try it. So, she was, like, we were having a sleepover at her house, and her parents went to bed, and we were, like, let's just, like, go into her parents' liquor cabinet and just do a little bit of each, so it's, like, not... so it's not noticeable.
No!
And, we were sleeping over at her house, and, like, you guys, like, she got so wasted. She, like, got so wasted, I was, like, getting scared. Like, she was, like, passing out a little bit. She did not know her limits.
Damn, what did y'all drink?
I don't know. She also has, like, I think she honestly might be allergic to alcohol or something, because she gets, like, drunk so fast. But she was, like... blacked, and I was like 16, and I was like so scared, and I was like kind of drunk, but not, you know, like I was still in control. And so I was like, and you know, the first time you're drinking, I was like, I'm scared. so I got her mom.
No!
I woke her mom up, and I was like, so we've been drinking, and Alex is like, she's like passing out, like I think something's wrong, and like at this point I had taken my shirt off.
Why?
My bra was on, but I had taken my shirt off because I was hot. Because you know when you drink, you get hot?
Yeah.
Well,
you're up in her room half naked.
She literally was so pissed. She wasn't even, I was like running around freaking out, and she was just like, put your shirt on! And I was like crying. I was like, oh my gosh, she hates me.
Oh no, I'm so sorry. Oh no.
Put your shirt on! And yeah, and then she like, her mom just like made her throw up. And I was talking to, and like me and her sister were like hiding out in the bathroom, like making fun of the situation. Her sister I was like, do you think she's gonna be okay? She was like, I don't care. She was like, this is so dumb. Like, it was, and my mom was like not even mad. She was like, you're the I got home, she was like, you're the dumbest person I've ever met. She literally was like, the least you could do for me is not get caught. Is not tell me about it. I was like, okay.
You're like,
So that's literally the first time I ever got drunk.
No.
First time I ever got drunk was with my mom. It was right before I left for college, and it was like her friend's husband's birthday, but her friend's husband like doesn't drink, so it was an excuse for my mom and all of her friends to get belligerently drunk but have like party decorations.
Yeah.
So my mom makes this sangria in like the popcorn bowl, and she's like, my mom's friend from the beach, she goes, I'm gonna give you this. If she asks you anything, just deny it. I drink like 4 or 5 glasses of red sangria, and I'm like trying so hard to keep it cool. But then I realized like my mom and all her friends were like blacked.
She wasn't gonna notice.
So like she wasn't gonna notice. My mom went on the trampoline.
What the fuck?
She jumped so hard she peed her pants.
She peed?
And she like, so my mom was like a pageant girl, and she has like this like drawer of like pageant things, and she made me go up and get her stuff, and she put on like her tiara and her sash, and she just sat there. And she's never looked more glamorous. It was the coolest day of my life.
That's like.
Do your parents like do that thing where they'll like get drunk and then like as soon as you're like, oh my god, you're drunk, they're like, I am not. Because both my parents do that.
Yeah.
They're both like, I'm not. I'm like, girl, you just spilled. Like.
The thing is, my parents don't get drunk a lot, and they don't drink a lot. So like sometimes when it happens, I'm like,
no, yeah.
who are you?
Me too. It's like a little scary. I'm like, I'm scared. My parents are real people. I'm fucking scared.
Mm-hmm.
I always, through like growing up, and still now, but not as much as I wasn't able to go back home as much as I would like. But like my family is like big drinkers when they're together, and we used to have like a bunch of like family like events that we just have like simple excuses just to get together, like birthdays or like just like, oh, it's like Leprechaun Day or something. But it's just so funny watching like a
President's Day.
President's Day, Labor Day.
Labor Day makes sense. President's Day.
Arbor Day.
Arbor Day.
It's so funny to see like 40 to 50 year olds to like get drunk, because it's so funny watching like my dad like get drunk with like my aunts and uncles and stuff, and it's like such a funny sight to see, because then they like start off like calm conversation, and by the end of the night they're like all singing and screaming and like doing Italian shit and like talking over each other. It's so funny. Like it's just one intangible like nonsensical like
murmurs.
Big ass words today.
That didn't look real.
Well, we tried 7 times.
Oh my gosh, you just hit her.
Oh
no!
Thank you, Caleb.
Was that a good reaction?
How are you gonna lie? Yeah, that was perfect. That was a great timing. There was no silence. And
if you could describe your future in 5 years, what would it be?
That's a good interview.
Can I tell you something?
We're interviewing.
I couldn't even describe tomorrow for you. I can't describe 3 months from now.
In your ideal world.
Ideal?
Yeah, like
create like delusion.
Yeah.
5 years.
Cats.
Like my toxic trait is like cats are like good, but I'm not impressed. Special guest Roxanne.
Your mom wrote the funniest comment on the text thing. She was like, "You two stay friends forever. Roxy's fun too."
I hope oh my god, if your mom doesn't like me, I'll probably cry and look in the mirror while I'm crying.
She's gonna be like, oh my god, she's such a sweetheart. Sophie, I love Sophie so much.
If there's anything your mom will do, it's stand.
I love. That is so sweet.
Okay, so.
Oh, my future. 5
years down the line, delusional.
In my ideal world, I would literally be, like, writing and starring in some sort of, like, comedic, like, either, like, a sitcom or, like, a sketch show. Or just, like, the thing is I can hardly imagine it because I feel like there's so many things that I really want to do that I'm like, any of those things happening would make me so happy. But I want to live in, it would either be Chicago or New York. Right now it's giving nothing. It's giving, I don't know. But Chicago or New York, cute little, like, apartment, maybe have, like, a little door.
Ooh.
And...
We're not living.
No! And then, yeah, just be, like, starring, and I need to do comedy, like, I need to laugh, so I would love to, be in a sitcom or, like, a funny movie series. It's so hard to answer this question, like, I'm humiliated, but, yeah, what else? I don't even want to be, like, famous or rich or any of that, like, I just want to be happy. I just want to be happy and have enough money to, like, not be freaked out all the time. That would fucking, you know, I would just have enough money to, like, not be scared. And I would love to at some point travel. Mm-hmm. I would love to go to Europe at some point. I would love to go to Asia. I'd love to go. I feel like I've barely been anywhere, and, like, I'd love. Where do you guys want to travel if you had to travel somewhere? Ideal destination.
I want to go back to Sicily. Mm-hmm. Cause I feel like we spent like 3 years.
You were like.
I was in my
You
prime.
were like insufferable in a good way when you were there.
I know.
Like you were like obsessed. She was like obsessed.
Wait, did you also go to Sicily?
No, I just got a live reading of every single thing she did.
And all the food.
And every picture.
Yeah.
Where would you go? Ideal vacation.
Sicily.
Everybody go to Sicily.
Alright.
Just because I have family in Sicily.
Oh, you do?
so,
You're
yeah.
Italians.
Grr. Or I would go to Japan. I'd love to go
Oh,
to Japan.
Japan too. Tokyo.
What is your future in 5 years? Yes, tell us. A billionaire.
No, you're joking. I don't want to be a billionaire. That's too much fun.
Okay, we're burning you.
Yeah.
We're gonna Marie
Each other.
Antoinette you.
Yes. If I have over 100 million, I'm only going to have $100 million, and everything over that I make, I'm just going to donate. I don't want that much money.
You went up fucking nuts.
I just wanna.
You know, guys, and I have a line. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
I'm like, I don't want to.
I'm a normal guy.
I'm just a normal guy, you know? You know, just let me my everyday routine, let me know
That's
my
what you want to be in 5 years?
5. He's 27 with 100 million and not a penny more.
Yeah, this.
I'm not gonna look at you. I can't.
What?
She's embarrassed.
You don't like my goals?
No,
You don't like my goals?
No, I'm really happy about your
What's wrong with my goals, huh? Huh?
It's so delusional.
No, I literally was like,
No, for real.
No, that was like the billion. That was like a joke. Like,
Oh,
for
okay.
film, what would you be doing? Like, what ideal film work would you be up to?
I would either want to be working for like a National Geographic or like Vice.
That's
company.
cool.
Because like I want to do.
Vice would be sick as fuck.
Yeah, because like I want to work on like stories, like small stories like that, and I just want to do like documentary work and or do like my own company where I don't have to work for anyone. Like if YouTube takes off, I'd want to do like travel, like documentary work.
Us traveling across the globe.
Oh my gosh, we should take
Travel
Kids with Divorced
vlog.
Parents
Abroad.
abroad.
Yeah, but I'm coming this time.
Okay,
Yes.
cool.
So, what about you? Is it the same thing I said, but a little better?
I would want to. I guess in my own delusional world, specifically, I'd want to do SNL.
I was gonna say SNL, but I was scared to say it.
No, that's like what I would want to do though.
No,
Like,
yeah, SNL.
Ultimately, it like ties everything I want to do together. At the very least, I want to be doing Second City,
That's what I was gonna say.
and I want to do an experimental TV show, kind of like Yellow Jackets.
Yeah.
Have you watched?
Have you watched Yellow Jackets?
It's so good.
I need to watch it.
It's so
I've
good.
heard really good reviews.
If
about
we
it.
hang out this week, we're gonna watch it,
Yes,
and I'm gonna
yes.
make you watch all of it.
Wait, can I circle back? I actually have a more concise answer.
Well, and I want a lot of cats.
Oh, yes.
38. For real.
Yeah,
I'm
30
stopping
cats.
her at like 3 though, because at that point
Yeah.
we're gonna start smelling.
No, we're not. I take very good care of animals.
That's not what I.
And maybe a cow. I want a pet cow. One
I want a
day.
pet girl.
Oh, a monkey.
Monkey!
Yeah.
I want a little monkey, but one of the ones that like never get bigger.
Capuchin monkey.
What is
What is it called?
Capuchin.
Yes.
What do you guys call it? Cow and name it monkey.
Or
Aww.
a monkey and name a cow. Could work either way.
Yeah.
I would love to be doing like basically exactly so literally like my whole thing is like the show Broad City. That's what I want to do. It's these two girls who they just like met each other doing improv and sketch comedy, which is like what I do. And they were like, we're funny together. Yo,
We're two girls.
hey, we're funny together. And then they wrote the show. They like made a whole web series, and they wrote and starred in it. And then it was so good that it got picked up by Amy Poehler, and then they were like the showrunners of their own show, like about them. Like that's
awesome.
like
And
that's
it's like
crazy.
a stoner girl duo.
It's a stoner girl duo,
which you don't really see a whole lot. Like it's always
and
like,
they're like gross, and they're like flawed, and they're like
they're
normal.
both a little evil.
Yeah, but it's like I feel like everyone I show it to, like you relate to those people because I just feel like it's such a good modern representation of like
Girlhood.
girlhood. Yeah.
Is it kind of like Two Broke Girls?
No, better.
Better?
Throw that out. No, you would actually love it. I feel.
Yeah.
You would love
I
it.
want to watch it.
I think I want to take
SNL.
the TV show and let it be like a live show.
Mm.
Because like doing Dance Nation was like some of the happiest
Me
I've been
too.
doing like theater.
Me too.
But I like for the longest I was like I'm a musical theater girly. which is like so fun, but it's like also not what I want to be doing.
To be on SNL or another sketch show, I think you should leave that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or to be on a sitcom, nothing, literally can't think of anything that would make me happier, honestly.
Yeah.
Unless I had $100 million.
100 million shekels.
Shekels.
Guys, just imagine being like 5.
She liked that one. That one landed well with the live studio audience.
100 million.
I'm kind of funny.
Have you seen Austin Powers?
Yes,
I
yes.
think you're
$1
funny.
million. Yeah, we think funny.
Sometimes Caleb does this thing where he's like, I think I might be funny. And I'm like, why do you think I'm friends with you?
I'm only friends with you because you're funny.
No.
And you're
That's kinda true.
kind-hearted.
Aww.
I'm gonna.
One of the cats are.
I promise you, I'm gonna give you a call, both of you a call,
Right.
5 years from now,
Right.
and be like,
So what do y'all do?
so what are you doing? You wanna party on my yacht?
Yes!
No, I guess in 5 years, will we still have kids with the
Yes,
parents?
yes.
Okay, cool.
Would it be? I'm just going to have $100 million.
Adults with divorced parents.
Adults coping.
Adults, parentheses, still. That's so good.
Oh, she's
The
in
cat's
trouble.
getting punished right now.
What did you do
Time
now?
out.
Jump from there. Jump. Jump.
Come
Jump.
here, sir.
Don't jump, you have so much to live for.
You should jump. He's been hiding under my bed and I'm pissed.
He's a freak. I was gonna get him.
He is a freak.
Maddie, show your face to the camera really quick.
I'm gonna get him.
And this is Licia's beautiful, gorgeous roommate, Maddie. Woo! Beautiful.
Aw, stop it.
Do you have divorced parents?
I don't. My parents are like really cute love
beautifully
story.
married.
Oh, that's
yeah.
boring.
I know. I should shut up.
Oh, I forgot to tell you the real reason my parents should get divorced. My parents got engaged via fight.
What? How the fuck do you get it?
So my mom was basically like, my mom and my dad dated off and on for 8 years. I should have led with this. I can't believe I didn't tell you this. But dated on and off for 8 years, and they kept breaking up because my dad was like horrified of commitment and like he was so immature.
Yeah.
And my mom basically was like, all right, look, we're at a point where I'm getting pretty old and ugly. So you have till this date to propose to me or it's over. I'm serious. The last time, like it's over. It's over. Because they had like been going back and forth about everything for years and years. Like it was like a mess. So he was like, okay, fine, like gotcha.
Don't worry, I got you.
The date approaches. The
Yeah.
day that she was like, I'm serious.
Mhm.
Which is also like, that's crazy.
No, hilarious though.
And he had planned to propose to her, but like he's so dumb. Like the most nonchalant person. She like woke up, she was like so nervous. She told me like she couldn't sleep that whole night. She was so scared he wasn't gonna do it. And he was like, all right, I'm gonna go off to soccer practice. And she was like, are you being fucking serious? Like
Did they live together?
today's
this
the day.
time?
Yeah, they live together. And she was like, are you being dead serious? And he was like, yeah, like because he had planned out a very romantic, like he had literally. I feel so bad. My mom ruined it. My mom ruined it. He had planned out like he had gotten like a little boat ride they were gonna take, and then he was gonna take her to this restaurant, propose, like a whole thing. And she just started fighting with him, being like, I told you today was the last fucking day. I can't believe you would do this. Blah blah blah. Blah, blah, blah. You don't want to marry me. Blah blah blah. And he was like, fine. And then he. And then he threw the ring at her and went to practice. I swear to God. And she like as soon as she got it, she was like, oh my God! Like, she put it on. She literally told me he like threw it at her. She put it on and like skipped off to her parents' house to be like, oh my God, look!
I feel like
And
that's
then
so
they did,
real
and then
for
they did have the romantic date, but it was
Aw.
ruined because he was gonna propose it at that
Yeah.
point.
That-
Isn't that crazy?
I feel like that could be like a skit or something.
Like,
Like
what
a-
the fuck? And they're
That's
still
crazy.
married. They've been married for how old am I? 24 years. They're still married after
That's
that.
insane.
I know.
That's insane. That's
I
like,
know.
That's a quarter of a century.
I know.
Damn.
I don't know.
No, she was real for that though.
She was like, I'm sick of you.
She's like, promise me this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, it was like growing up with them in the house.
Psych ward.
Mm.
So we're all just like really very loud, as you can tell. Very loud, very talkative, very like manic depressive. All of us in our own way, I would say. So it was there was a lot of energy, and I definitely brought a lot of the energy as well.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of energy, but that's where I get it. You have to understand, it was all around me. That's like everything was like a confrontation, but not even necessarily in a bad way. It was just a very energetic. People would love coming over to my house. They'd be like, "Your parents are so funny." I'd be like, "I need to get out of here."
This is overwhelming.
Yeah, it was fun, but it was just like sometimes overstimulating. But no, they're love my parents. Love you guys if you ever see this.
Shout
Shout out Lisa and Ash.
out. Lisa.
King.
King, true king.
I call Alicia discount Lisa.
No.
She hates it.
So does Sophie.
I hate it because my mom's name is Lisa.
And a piss.
We're gonna have to cut that part out.
Why? It's funny.
No, I'm gonna just loop. That's gonna be it. Just the entire podcast.
No, on loop. That's
Yeah, on
actually,
loop.
no.
What was your high school experience?
Like normal. It's such a bad answer. Like,
Did something funny happen?
lots of funny stuff happened. Like, I threw up in front of people by accident a couple times.
A couple times?
Yeah, there was like a couple times where I like threw up in the hallway.
Why?
I don't know. I just didn't make it.
I don't think I ever threw up.
I'm trying to think of things that were funny that happened. One of my teachers. Well, I was such a class clown. Like, I would always talk during class and make jokes during class and be laughing. Like, just okay. But some teachers would like it. Like, my one English teacher was so funny. We had like such a good relationship. I would show him tweets like during class. Like when we were just like on our laptops, I'd be like, "You won't? Can you believe?" And he'd be like, And this one teacher thought that my friend Maya and I were so funny that like at the end of the year he was like so sick of teaching. We'd only have like, you know, like in high school when you are like approaching the end of the year, none of the teachers know what to do with their time. You have like a week of nothing. He was like, "Today Maya and Sophie will be teaching the class." And we just went up and we were like, "So, as you can see," we just like bullshitted. I would have like things delivered to the school. We didn't have like an open lunch, but I would always leave campus anyways, even when we weren't supposed to. And it was like, I would come back with the most obvious, like, she left. Like, I would come back with, like, a whole box of pizza.
A whole box?
Yeah, a whole box of pizza, like, ice cream.
Oh, damn.
One of my teachers, I don't even know if this is funny, one of my teachers, this is, like, sad, was, like, escorted out because he had to, like, go to the ward. Because he was, like, yelling at students. He was, like, yelling at students and he, like, threw a chair. So they were like, "You actually can't be teaching."
They sent him to the ward?
Yeah, but he came back. He's chilling now.
Okay.
His name was Mr. Pham, PH, and but the thing was, he would like scream and be like insane. Mm-hmm. Like if you turn something in like late or something, he would be like, be like, "This is garbage." And he would like take out that trash can and be like, and throw it, and everyone would be like, "Oh my god!" But then the next day he'd be like, "Okay, so I made waffles for everyone."
What?
And you'd be like, "What the?"
No, that's definitely bipolar.
It was like literally he brought in a waffle maker. He made us all shirts that said Blair Family PH, and I still have it.
Oh, that's so awesome. Yo, is there like
I
any
went
videos?
to the site for it, not like
Yes,
this
wait.
stupid
There is a video. There's a video of him explaining that. Oh, it's like not funny if I have to go look for it, but we were like gonna go watch. Did your school ever have like previews for the shows? Like you would go in during lunch and watch like 20 minutes of it. So the day that we were gonna go, he was dressed in a tux, and we were like, "Why the fuck are you wearing that?" And he was like, "Because we're going to the theater." And I was,
the guy that was the ward?
yes, it was so funny. And me and Maya were like farting laughing. We were laughing so hard. I have to find this, guys, but it's like not even. I feel like I need to show you later.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste the podcast, but he's like in the video, and it's just the way that he talks. He was like, "We're going to the theater," and they're like, "You don't have to wear the tux," and he goes, yeah, I do. And it was like the funniest reaction I've ever seen.
How old was this guy?
He was like 30.
Yeah, what? I'm just imagining like a 65-year-old. I did
No.
not expecting a 30-year-old. Yo, I feel like that's the type of energy that your mom's a hoe, like that teacher.
Yeah. Oh my god. This is just making me laugh thinking about it. Like, that was the funniest class. I never skipped it. I had to clock in and see what was in store.
Oh my god.
Did you skip class a lot?
In high school, no. Honestly, no. I was a good kid in high school. Like, well, it was weird because I think people thought that I was a bad kid because I was talkative and I liked to like make things funny and not take things seriously. But I would get straight A's. I wouldn't skip school.
Yeah.
I had like really good grades and I did a bunch of extracurriculars. I had like a 4.46 GPA or something.
What the fuck?
But people, because I did like, we had a little, you could do extra credits if you were taking like AP or a grade would be. So it was like 4.4, but I think people like perceived me as like, oh, she's just like a bad. But I wasn't. I just loud.
With school and doing work too, and how are you able to balance that with like the difficulties of like possibly being on the spectrum? That was
It's like I don't even.
He's taking a break. Did you see him take a break?
No, Kayla, come back, come back.
Why did you just run like a track runner?
That's how I would run.
It's like to be truthful, I don't even know. I mean, I'm sure I am on the spectrum. I've never been diagnosed. It's more of like a combination of like
That and the mental illness.
yeah, like the manic. I'm like, you know, like there's just like too many things going on for it to not. I don't know. To answer your question, I don't know, and I still struggle with balancing things a lot, and I've like suffered for it in the past, like, and I still like I've lost jobs because I was like too depressed to come in, and like, or like I didn't have like enough focus because I couldn't like, I don't know. It definitely makes like. I feel like if you're someone who has like a lot of mental health issues, like day to day, like standardized 9 to 5 structured living is like difficult because you're going through a bunch of ups and downs, but you're just expected to be places and be normal.
Yeah.
So I think just a lot of it was me like learning how to deal with it and coping with it. But I don't know, I still struggle with it. Like I think that's something that I'm like struggling with even now, like trying to figure out how to balance things while being like sane. I don't know. What do you think?
It's hard.
It's hard.
I think that's one of the things that like teaching in a school has really helped though, because like those kids are so similar to me.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I like get mad at them. I'm like, that's some shit I would have done too. Like I can't really be mad. I actually have a funny story about my kids. So like I have this like rule sometimes when they ask me too many questions that they have to sing their questions to me. And remember, I think it was last podcast, there was the one who was like told me about like a funeral that they had the day before but like sang it.
Oh yeah.
Yesterday, one of my kids comes up to me and he goes, I think my sister is a lesbian. I was like, I'm not equipped.
It's like, I want to be a teacher, kind of, in a way. I feel like I could, but at the same time, like, I don't know if I'd be able to, like, hold my tongue if someone said that to me. I think I would laugh. I think I would, like, die.
And they, like, the thing is they're very honest, which is one thing I like about them.
Aww.
So they'll come up to me and they're, like, the other day they were like, you look like you're having a bad hair day, miss.
Damn.
That's so mean.
I was like, what the heck? And you look bald. And he was like, I'll fight you. And I told him I put him in a headlock. I really hope I don't lose my job.
You said you would put him in a headlock?
I was so done. I was so mad. I was
How
like,
old is this kid? 6?
I was like, I could take him.
Oh my god. I would do that too.
I also like, I go earmuffs if they say something, because anything they say that sounds somewhat questionable, I have to report because now I'm a mandated reporter. So if they tell me too much information, sometimes I'm like, earmuffs. And then they stop talking to me.
Oh, that's a good thing to say.
Yeah. Unless it's actually like dangerous, and then I will absolutely report it. But
Rest assured, audience.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with my sister's a lesbian, any of that stuff. They're like, Miss, I got
My
to
dad, my
today.
mom
I'm like, well,
go up to their room and wrestling at earmuffs.
earmuffs. Yeah.
I had I used to like be a camp counselor for, it was like preschool, so it was basically daycare, and I would do it like multiple summers for like weeks on end, and there was one day where I just lost my patience, and Jenny still talks about it, because my friend Jenny also worked with me there. It was like this one kid who was like the problem kid, and he only really liked me, like some, you know how like little kids will kind of like, if you're in a camp, like they kind of choose one person
Yeah.
to be like follow around. Like a little kid will do that.
And the problem kid always picks you.
The problem kid always picks me because, like I said, I'm funny, I'm loud, so they're like, I'm gonna get away with this.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna pick her because she's like funny, or just like she likes to laugh.
Yeah, yeah.
She's not serious. But this kid was like being like, he was like punching people, and I mean he was like 4. You know what I mean? Like little kid, 4 years old, like punching people. Like we were playing with like water cups outside. It was like very fun, hands-on learning kind of.
Yeah.
Which I liked because like I was like playing with all the I was like, it's so fun with the slime and the paint. I was like, I'm doing. But one day we were playing with water cups and he just was like making it clear that he was gonna like, I forget what he was doing, but he had just been pissing me off all day. Nobody else was like dealing with it. I had multiple times told him to like sit down, chill out. I multiple times like just like beating a dead horse, like please don't. He was like making it clear that he wanted to dump the water, and I was like, please don't, like please, multiple times, so like normal. And eventually he just like takes it and dumps it all on me, like over me. And I did yell at him. I was like, why'd you do that? And then everyone was like dead silent. Everyone was like the whole room like turned to us, and I was like, I lost my cool. But it was like this kid, every other counselor was like, I don't want to deal with him. So I was the only one, you know?
Yeah.
I'd had...
Yeah, if I was one of those little kids, I'd just be like,
Finally, someone said
finally,
something.
that kid has been annoying the fuck out of me, thank you.
Low-key, he wasn't really, like, the other kids didn't really like him.
Fuck this kid.
Fuck this kid. Yeah. I fear that if I ever, like, got back into teaching...
Yeah, no, I've definitely lost it.
You've lost your cool?
Yeah.
What happened?
I just, like, sometimes, like, yelling will never fix the problem as much as you think it will.
No.
Like, and sometimes you, like, lose your cool and they'll listen to you for, like, 3 minutes, and then it's, like, kind of back to normal. What I've found works is the silent treatment. So if they are, like, being obnoxious and I just, like, cut them off, then they'll start to be...
Yeah.
It's actually kind of crazy how it works.
Wait, like, cut them, just, like, stop them.
So, like, if they're, like, Miss Licia, I just don't look at them. I don't engage. And then they'll come over and be like, Miss Licia, I'm really sorry for the way I behave. And I'm like, alright.
Yeah.
We can hang out again.
It's crazy how much silent treatment can work because, like...
No, because that's what they respond to. They want a reaction. That's why they
Yeah.
act out a lot of the
They
time.
want a reaction, totally.
But it's really rewarding when they're sweet and they really like the material they're learning. Yeah.
I just can't stop thinking about all the like literal activities for preschoolers that I had so much fun doing.
Do you want to hear something really sweet?
Yes.
So, like, all the students, like, when they submit, like, their little pamphlet of papers, it's, like, goals to achieve, and usually it's, like, get better at art, get better at theater. All of them have to do with the arts somehow. And my one little ESL kid was, like, make friends.
Oh!
Oh, no. And I just wanted to cry.
Yo, I would go
And
up to that
he's
kid
so
and hug
sweet.
him. It's always a sweet like why?
I know.
This I hate to hear this.
He has made friends.
He has friends now?
Yeah.
Wait, can
Are they good? Are they?
Yeah, they're sweet.
Okay.
And all the kids like him. He's just a lot older, but because he's ESL, oftentimes the lessons are on the same level. English is a second language, ESL.
Yeah. But he has friends.
He does have friends.
Okay. Can I
And he
put
has
that in?
friends outside of... Yeah, as long as we don't, like, include names.
Yeah.
I don't even think you said a name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so
I know, but it was
heartbreaking.
like... No, but he's really sweet, and he'll always participate, and he listens so well. He's so nice.
Aww.
And I'll give everybody the instructions in English, and then him the instructions in Spanish, and then he's like, okay, I'm clocked in.
Aww.
Wait,
So
do you
cute.
speak Spanish?
Yeah.
You didn't know she speaks Spanish?
I-
She slays.
Yep. He's a sweet kid. They're a sweet kid. I don't want to put gender on.
Got it. They're a sweet kid. They are all sweet kids.
TAHEY apostrophe RE.
Just so you guys know.
Yeah, just so you
Alright.
guys know.
Well,
Thank you for coming on the podcast, so...
thank you guys. I'm sorry I just wouldn't shut up.
No, we're happy you did that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what podcasts are for.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Yes, that's
Perfect.
for as long as the rant is possible.
Usually it's just me interrupting you.
And me throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, he gets really pissed off.
Yeah.
And another thing.
And then I stomp off, and then I'm like, I threatened to end the show, and then...
And then I say, can you edit this real quick? And you're like, yeah. All right.
All right.
Thank you so much for
Yeah,
listening.
thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
Hi.
Why did you do that?
I sound like Casey Neistat like says goodbye, so I just been like.
Do it.
I know.
Okay.
But I feel like it would be really self-centered to have it just be my podcast. Like, that's too much. But it would be called Stringer's World.
I love it.
I know. It's kind of good.
Do you want to check the camera really quick?
Yeah, I want to reset it actually.
Why?
Because it can only run for so long. We actually probably should close up.
Please say the sweet.
It is. Why are you crying?
Because it's true, though.
Okay, I'm gonna fake punch you on camera. Ready?
Yeah. Wait, do it and then I'll react. Do it good, though. Like, come get in front of me like a good angle and I'll, like...
Okay. Ready?
Wait, make sure to get... wait.
It's not gonna work because
Okay,
we're
no.
sitting down.
No, it's fine.
We're saying on a podcast.
Oh.
I don't know if I'm allowed to.
Oh.
Can you
Okay,
not
we'll
say
just bleep
names?
it out. Yeah. Dropping an air boom.